No makeup, no filter, no bull, because it's 7:29. Okay, so I watched this awesome little short video because this is like life changing. Okay, so grab a journal because this is life changing. This is going to change your life. Okay, and how you live it, and opportunities that will open up for you, and people that will come into your life, and just having a peace. Period. Having peace in your life, and so it was a story of this couple that went out to this cabin for their honeymoon. And every single morning, there was a woodpecker that would wake them up early in the morning, pecking on the tree, right? So every morning they would wake up and it was like, I can't believe this is happening, right? But when most people would let that just destroy the whole weekend, or say, give credit to the enemy or whatever, right? These people decided to make an opportunity out of it, right? They looked at it differently. Their perception, shaped that whole weekend. And out of that birthed Woody Woodpecker, right? So the couple came up with what we know now as Woody Woodpecker, right? So they took this situation and they birthed something new out of it. So, what the enemy intends for bad, the Lord will, use it for good, right? And usually that is birthing something. So that comes with our misery, right? Out of misery comes ministry. So it's a lot of times, I've had this happen so many times, right? Where you recommend something to somebody and you're like a cruise or a nice restaurant or just some experience that, we love, and we'll send them and we'll say, how'd you like it? And I seriously, the last time we did that, they did nothing but complain. Like, seriously, I think it might have been a restaurant or something. But anyways, they're like, oh, the service was slow and they were rude, and they just had this warped perception. And it's like, Kurt and I had this conversation, like, how come people go in there with this high expectation? Like, you'll see people complaining about their service at the drive-thru at McDonald's. I mean, they are teenagers, people. Seriously, they're teenagers. It's like the same teenagers that you have in your house that drive you crazy. It's like, seriously, lower your expectation for people. Like, they're not Jesus. They're not the perfect one. We're human with flesh, right? And it's really an all our perception. So, and then our marriages, right? So if you're having failing marriages, I can bet you just have their expectations so high that of course they're going to fail, right? Of course they're going to fail. So you got to lower your expectations, and it's really how you perceive things, how you perceive people, how you perceive situations. And I made a decision a long time ago in our marriage. I was going to see Kurt the way Jesus saw Kurt. That will change your perspective, right? Because here's the deal is the enemy's doesn't come after like your job and your husband and your kids. He comes after your trying to get you to discredit God, right? So he'll get you thinking that, oh, God isn't real. God is not going to answer your prayers. He's not who he says he is, right? So he'll get you in that mind. And so that's why we have to battle him with how we perceive things in our thoughts, right? So it's not changing spouses or changing jobs. Or changing where you live. It's changing your mindset and how you look and view things. One of those things is turn the news off in the morning. Like, seriously, I can always tell those people that start their day watching the news. They are the most negative freaking people ever. You know what I'm saying? And there's like some that enter in your life that you don't have a choice that they're in your life, because they just see everybody's a pedophile and a pervert and out to get them. And so I had this camera crew come over to my house on Mother's Day. They're traveling the country and they're filming people who are living out their passion. And somebody in my life said, oh, they're going to come to steal your stuff. Like, yep, that's why they sought me out, because they want to come in and rob me. Seriously, shut the news off. But so let me encourage you today, like, first of all, lower your expectations of people, especially your husband. You know, the poor kids that are working at a drive-through at McDonald's, you know, seriously, lower your expectations. And that's going to change your life. It's going to change your mindset, right? It's all in how you perceive things and situations. If you go in, like if you're always walking around, and I think it's a sense of entitlement, right? Some people have a sense of entitlement that they feel like, you know, when somebody doesn't get their order right, or it's taking too long, or your husband he keeps throwing his shoes on the floor and doesn't pick them up. I mean, it just ruins their day, right? And that's just called a sense of entitlement. Seriously, you don't have a servant bone in your body at this point. That doesn't mean you'll never have a servant bone in your body. I'm just saying you are looking around to be served versus serving. Our job is to serve. Jesus came to serve, not be served. So Jesus didn't walk around all like expecting all, you know, these high expectations of people and getting frustrated when, you know, they brought the fish to him and it wasn't like, you know, red snapper or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyways, change your mindset, change your life, lower your expectations, and watch your life change. Peace.